friends too.
This is Bleach Bangs Music, and we are in Oklahoma City with Blacklite District. How's it going, man?
Man, it's going good. I'm glad to be here. First time we've been in Oklahoma City in a while, so it's cool to just be out here, man. Our current single's like really riding a wave right now.
Sir.
You know, we did 2 million streams in the first 2 weeks. You know, Octane is blowing it up, and
we hear it on Octane.
Yeah, we're just happy to be out here, you know, and really get to promote what we have going on. So it's perfect timing, and it's been awesome. Last night was the first night, so yeah.
Good stuff.
And you guys toured with That Elitist Way, though.
Yeah, we have. We did something, a couple months ago. I think in the middle of May, we did 9 shows. We were going to do the whole tour, but I had some personal things come up, and I had to bow out. But we did the second half. You know, they added us on the second half, and all the shows went to low tickets. So we're all just growing, man. Rick's a good guy in That Elitist Way, and to bring me back out again. And we're just stoked to be out here. You know, it's fun.
Right on.
Yeah,
right on.
Yeah. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. You know, it's like you know, so many acts come out here and it's a struggle and this and that. You know, fortunately for Blacklite District, you know, we've been able to, you know, just have online success and a whole new audience, and a lot of kids love us, you know, and we do these Minecraft videos and all sorts of kind of stuff where our online base has just been massive. We're about to hit 100,000 subscriers on our YouTube channel, which again, you know, in today's day and age, that's like a milestone. You know, we get a plaque from YouTube and all that.
I've seen them. It's awesome.
Yeah. And again, man, we're just trying to do what we can, and we're having a great time. So
killer,
that's what matters, man. We're living the dream, bro.
That's cool. I'm so glad that you guys are doing all of the online things, because that's where it's at. I mean, it really is.
Yeah.
And that's where everybody's head is.
Yeah.
And you guys are just grasping it and just taking hold, man.
Yeah.
And I think that's where some of the bands are kind of lacking. You got to force them. Hey, man, get on Facebook. You got to go live every night. You got to do this. And that you got to force them and push them. And you guys are going out there and just doing it yourself.
Yeah. And that's kind of the thing, though, too, is that a lot of bands, and I mean that doesn't go just for bands, but managers, labels, all of it. A lot of these guys are stuck in like an old dated formula that just doesn't work anymore.
Right.
Even all the bands, you know, it's like, oh, we got to be on the radio or do this and that. Where it's like we've had more success without radio and without doing the traditional things. You know, things like playlists on Spotify or big YouTube channels or whatever the case may be. You know, something like 80% of our audience is teenagers and younger. You know, so it's almost like a new audience for us out here on this tour.
Yeah,
but it's cool because again, we're just hitting everywhere we can. You know, and like you said, like a lot of bands not really like pushing that whole thing, because if you think about it like this, like we all have access to the same people, the same audience that listens to music. Some people have millions of listeners, some people have 20, you know what I'm saying? But it's like you have a platform, and if you can get in front of those people, you can make it happen. I mean, it's just like I said, I'm grateful that we're out here to be able to actually make a good living and live comfortably and travel comfortably and just get out and really, like I say, live the dream, man, because it feels like it doesn't matter what anyone else thinks. If we're loving it and our fans love the music and we can put on a show and make new fans, like at the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
That's
you know?
awesome.
So.
You getting a new influx of people from the Octane stuff too, or is
Absolutely.
it
well,
still the YouTube
Well, it's
right
interesting because, you know, we've really spent the last 2 years focusing on YouTube and Spotify and that, you know, and we've had a lot of play on Octane before. You know, we credit Octane, you know, 5 years ago really putting us on the map. We have a song called With Me Now that did just amazing back then. And then about 2 years ago, we had a song called Cold as Ice, which was an Octane track. So it's like we're always like a few years in between Octane songs. But the thing is, I learned not to rely on those types of things, you know, because of course every band wants to be on there because they make noise for you. But you can't just rely on one thing, and I think that's so important nowadays. That's why things like YouTube and Spotify are a must, you know. And again, 200 million streams in 18 months, like we're killing it out here. So and I am noticing a lot more, even at the show last night, on the comments on the video, we're noticing a lot more Octane people too. So it's just cool to get everybody, you know.
That's
that
cool.
just brings in more people.
Exactly.
I mean, people who like us. I mean, we're older, so we're still more radio people. Our son He doesn't even have a cable box in his room. He's got the YouTube. He's got that subscription, and that is all he watches. I mean,
even
he's
when
22,
people get in their car, you know,
that's all he
people don't even do the radio
YouTube.
hardly. Most kids, and I just plug it right into Spotify or YouTube right in the car. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely.
Yep. So
That's
again,
what he
it's
has.
that's a sign of the times, you know. And if you can ride that wave, I mean, like I said, like we're doing amazing right now. So I'm just
awesome.
at the end of the day, like I'm grateful. I've wanted to do this since I was a little kid, you know. Way young, and for me to be able to be here, you know, still under 30, being out, having had multiple hits and things like that, and really, you know, grinding in this new generation. I feel like Blacklite District is the perfect example of like an artist from this new generation that does things a little differently. And again, at the end of the day, I'm just grateful. Like I'm so happy
really
we get
cool
to do it.
Because we've had many conversations with bands, and they're just so frustrated with the industry, and you ask them, how do you think we can fix it? And they're just like, I don't know. You're finding a solution.
Well, that's the thing. You know, I tell a lot of people this. You know, I have so many friends that tour on the road, and they have to play hundreds of shows a year, sleeping in Walmart parking lots. And
you're right.
you know, there really is a struggle for artists like that out there. And people will complain about this or that, but at the end of the day, I mean, I think, you know, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're out there grinding and you're out there making shit happen, we'll see what happens. You know, but if you're not, the answer is always no if you don't ever ask, type thing. You know what I'm saying? So again, it's like we're not afraid to ask. We're not afraid to try things new, even if it is Minecraft videos or cartoon videos that get us 50 million streams on a song.
Terrible.
What do I care? You know? But it's just like you know, taking advantage and really just doing what we can to do anything you can to get eyes and ears on the music. And you really can. You don't need a label. Like you don't need it, you know? For sure. So
awesome.
I like the way you're doing that.
So do you have a title for your new album yet?
We're going to put out a project soon. Again, you know, we were planning to do like our last album was 18 songs. You know, I like doing longer albums and even shorter songs. Again, it's the streaming age. You know what I'm saying? So there's kind of like a thing, but because
attention spans are a lot smaller than they used to be.
So because this song we have called "Me Against the World," which is on Octane and blowing up online, we're going to put out a little project probably called "Sold Out," maybe at the end of the month. So we're just trying to ride that wave, you know. But we got a lot of albums out, man, a lot of music out there, and we're, like I said, we're just on the hustle and on the grind every day. So.
Do you think it's better to put out a couple of just like singles at a time, and I basically kind of like what you're doing right there, and ride that for a little while, take out another single, because I mean that's how people listen to them.
Sure.
They really. Who buys the whole album anymore and listens front to back? You know,
you make a good point, because it really is like that nowadays. I mean, you know, especially when you're a new artist coming out, I mean, you got to have an influx of new music coming out, because like you mentioned, the attention span, people want more and more. We could have this hit on the radio for 6 months, but some people are going to be bored with it after the first 2 weeks. You know, it's like, all right, I've heard this. So that's a benefit. It's more new music. You get to ride the wave. If the song is huge, ride it as long as you can. And then on the other side of that, you know, with the young audience doing so much streaming, and like I said, primarily my audience is young, so with all the streaming they do, sometimes it still is good to drop a project if you have a fan base that wants that new music and you can do it often. You know, we've done an album every year the last 3 years straight, you know, and we'll have one this year too. Just because we can do whatever we want, really. There's really no set way. So again, we're writing this single, maybe we'll do another one, but we'll probably drop a little something, you know.
Awesome.
So either way, it's like, you know, the full project is for like your hardcore fan base who really love you, and then you ride the singles out, like trying to grind, like with Octane, for example. You know, if he wants to play it for 6 months up there, go ahead.
It's basically read the room.
Yeah, exactly.
Just see what's happening.
And if something's not working, you know, I'm just using Octane as an example since we're from there. If a song's on there and it's not selling and not streaming, then okay, this one's not working. Let's move on to something else. But a lot of bands don't know when that is. You know, sometimes and again, I know I'm biased, you know, when you write music, you think, hey, this is the best shit ever. But sometimes you have to look at it from outside and be like, okay, maybe this just isn't working. Okay, that's fine. It's a learning experience. It's how you grind to get to the next level and keep taking steps, you know? And again, you know, we've been playing, me and him did our first show when we were, you know, he was 10, I was 11 in a local coffee shop.
That's good stuff.
Doing open mics. So here we are literally like 17, 18 years later still playing together, you know.
That's good stuff.
It's awesome, man.
I mean, that's a testament to the dedication. You guys, I mean, you're forcing yourselves to
absolutely
be relevant.
It's part you really have to.
Down.
No, you can't. Even for a little bit, you know, because again, how quick things are today. And but you know what? Like I said, for us to be able to come out here at this stage, you know, shout out to Adelita's Way, shout out to Octane, everyone who supports us, you guys for having us on, man. Like seriously, like we're so grateful and just so humbled. Like, you know, of course we want to be rock stars and do all that. That was our dream growing up. But you know, at the end of the day, it's all about like, hey, like I look where we're at and look at the situations we're in life, and it's like, man, like thousands of artists wish they could be doing what you're doing right now. So be happy. Definitely. Just like there's artists that are doing things that I wish I could be doing, and hopefully I can be doing someday, you know? That's about it. I mean, I'm just grateful and we're stoked, and good shit.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much. We can't wait to catch your guys' show again.
For sure. No, we appreciate it, man. Thank you guys. Anytime we come to Oklahoma City, man, it's awesome. It's cool that you got the Rockin' to Spring shirt on. You notice that? Rockin' to Spring. So we were laughing about that before the interview, but no, good stuff, man. Like I said, hit us up on Instagram at Blacklite District, at Roman BLD, blacklightdistrict.net, and just get the music anywhere it's available today. So
good stuff. Thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.